A lot of people try to find fun games to play when they're on a first date. Usually it's something boring like checkers or Chinese checkers or Italian checkers. Basically, people play checkers on first dates all the time.
No, they don't.
But the guy in today's second date update, Mike, chose to play a different game. He didn't go the checker route.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Curveball.
Yeah, what's up, Mike? How are you?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. I read your email. Way to be bold and not play checkers on a first date, man.
Yeah, thanks. I thought that was a little too run of the mill, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, exactly. Mike knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Everybody's always playing checkers on first dates, huh?
I know.
Why are we so obsessed with checkers right
I
now?
don't know, Brooks.
What did you do on your first date?
Well, so we went to a bar, right? And we got to the bar and I wanted to do something fun and I wanted to break the ice. And so I decided the two of us should play this game together, you know?
Okay, what game?
I thought we'll look at the bar and we'll pick out a person and we'll guess that person's name and what they do for a living.
Oh, I like that game. I play that game. I don't know that there's a name for that game, but I often play that game.
Yeah, it's fun. You get to show each other a little bit of your personality. You laugh.
Yeah, and you get to judge people all at the same time.
No, it's not judging
super
people.
fun.
It's just like making funny backstories about how maybe they worked at a manure plant a while back.
Totally, yeah. So after the game, I thought, let's go talk to them and actually see how did we do.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
That's risky. Did you just go up to him and be like, hey, we've been watching you all night trying to guess what you do for a living, and we want to see if we're right, and then ask them a bunch of questions?
So, you go up to them and you just sort of casually ask them about themselves and you just try and drop it in. It's easy to start with the name, right? And then you naturally get to what they do for a living. And it turns out we got one guy right.
So what did this guy do that you got right?
Well, so he works in IT, and we looked at him. We saw his T-shirt. It was a computer graphic, and he was wearing some glasses, and he was nursing his drink in the corner. And we both thought IT, and we're talking to him, and he tells us he works in IT. And as soon as he said that, just instinct, she and I high five, and he looks at us real weird.
Yeah. Maybe he just thinks you're really passionate about IT jobs.
IT?
Hell yeah, guys, can I get in on that high five too?
Yeah, we totally would have high fived him. It was a great moment.
Okay,
Dude, that
so it
sounds
sounds like you had a good time.
Yes, it was so much fun. We kept going around and meeting more people, and there was this other table that we introduced ourselves to, and we hung out with them. We laughed. I was enjoying myself. She was enjoying herself.
Wow.
This table, they enjoyed hanging out with us.
Hey.
I mean, everything sounds great till this point. How'd you end everything?
We both had to be up for work the next day, and we both decided, let's call it a night. And we walked outside. I gave her a hug, and it was just it was a really nice date. Nothing awkward. It was just a nice hug at the end, and I haven't heard from her since.
Did you get time through all this game and hanging out with your new group of friends to actually get to know her very well?
I thought so, yeah. I thought we got a chance to show each other how we interact, and there were no awkward silences that I tend to experience on first dates. We got to sort of hang out with each other and see how we interact with lots of different kinds of people. I thought it was awesome.
Okay, so after the date, did you make plans to hang out again?
We didn't make concrete plans, but we both said yes, let's hang out again. She confirmed that she had a good time,
Okay.
and I was very clear, this was awesome. I'd love to see you again.
You think she's not calling you back then?
I don't know. There was one moment during the night when I made one joke about one guy that I just thought it was a joke that didn't land right,
Uh-huh. What was the joke?
So we were looking at this one guy trying to guess his name and what he does, and his clothes were real shabby, didn't look like he prized personal hygiene, and I made a comment and a joke about well, he's probably poor.
Oh, dude.
Okay, that's not really a joke. That's just mean.
Yeah.
Were you right? Do you know if you were right?
I don't know. We steered clear of that guy.
Didn't ask.
Yeah, you don't want to talk to poor people anyway, right?
Yeah.
How did she react when you said that? Did she seem upset?
There was a look, right? She seemed a little bit she winced a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, he's poor.
No,
You're going to
shut
wince.
up. Stop.
She didn't wince because of that. She winced because she's a little uncomfortable. And
Yeah.
but
Okay, at least-
but I didn't think it was more than that. I mean, like, I'm poor. I couldn't care less if she's poor, right? Like, I'm just joking.
Okay,
you know?
so you think maybe she's not calling you back because she didn't like that joke?
I mean, that's really all I can think of.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, I'm really surprised that Mike, who is on the phone to call Deanna right now for another date, isn't getting a call back because normally women love it when you make fun of poor people on dates.
Oh, no.
Mike, I'm surprised. Like, that's always been a go-to for me. Sometimes we just drive around the city and laugh at homeless people, and
Oh, my
it's
God.
always gotten me
You
so
are
far with
sick,
ladies.
dude.
You're terrible.
That is not fair. That is not at all what I meant. It was a light joke, and it didn't land. It didn't land.
All right, if you're wondering what we're talking about, Mike went out with this girl named Deanna. They went to a bar, and they spent their night playing a fun game where they would look at people and try to guess their occupation and all that, and then even go up to them later and meet them and then find out if they were right. But he feels like she might not be calling back because he had a poorly timed joke where he looked at someone and said, I bet you that guy's just poor. And his date didn't look like she thought it was funny.
Oh.
It sounds worse here.
I never heard. Did you ever approach the poor guy and find out what he did?
No, we steered clear of him. I thought it was probably not best to revisit.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, just leave that in the past and move forward.
And even then, it sounds like you recovered because you said that she was interested in hanging out again at the end of the night.
It sounded like it, yeah. And like we kept hanging out, we kept meeting these other people. She had a great time.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I'm about to dial her phone number right now and see if we can find out why she's not getting back to you, okay?
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Deanna, please?
this is Deanna.
Hey, Deanna, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal.
In the morning. Brooke and Jubal's the first name, last name in the morning.
No.
Don't listen to him. dude.
What are you calling me about? What's happening?
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show. And we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
About me?
Yeah. His name is Mike, and you guys went out on a date the other night.
Oh. Why did he email you guys?
That was a tone
Well-
change.
Because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So Mike had a really great time. He says he thought you had a good time too, but now you're not calling him back. So
Well, that's interesting.
that's interesting. You don't think that he had a good time?
You could say that, yeah.
His description of the date is like picture perfect almost. Like you guys were laughing, you're high fiving, you gave hugs.
Oh, that's true. I thought we had a really good time. I had fun, but apparently he didn't have, I don't know, good enough time.
Why do you say that?
I mean, how much do you guys know?
Well, we know that you guys went to a bar and then played a game where you would guess people's occupations and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Then went and talked to people and found out if you were right.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all he told us.
Was it the poor joke? He told us about the poor joke, how he tried
Oh,
to
gosh.
make fun of somebody and it didn't really work very well.
No. The whole thing was us judging people. That was fine.
Okay, so you're into that. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I was even joking about somebody saying that they were probably a professional, like, hamburger eater or something. Like they were. I mean, we were just joking. It was all in good fun. It was fine.
Okay, so if that didn't bother you, then why don't you think he had a good time?
Okay, so did he tell you, like, we made some friends?
He told us that you guys talked to a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah. There was this one group in particular that, like, we kind of ended the evening with. We were sitting at the table and, like, you know, having drinks and having laughs, and, like, we got along really well.
Okay, all that sounds good. Like, you haven't
Yeah.
told me anything that sounds bad yet.
So the point is, I had to work in the morning. He had to work in the morning. So it was time to go. You know, we give each other a hug. We say, you know, had a great time. Like to see each other again.
And at this point, you think that you guys are going to go out again.
I thought so, yeah. So we say goodbye. And I get home, and one of the girls from the table sent me a friend request on Facebook. So, you know, I accepted her friend request. And, like, I had not been home that long. And she sent me a message on Facebook saying that she's like, I don't know if you know, but this guy that you were in with is back at the bar. And he was like, she told me, she's there, like, in real time, like, telling me, like, what's going on with this guy, that he's, like, at the bar, like, flirting with other girls. when he
Oh,
told me
wow.
he was going to go home.
So
Oh, man.
Yeah.
didn't go home.
Yeah, but in the same vein, you guys, I mean, it's one date. It's not like you're in a relationship. He has no reason to be.
But I'm just saying it's kind of weird for him to say goodbye to me and go back into the bar where we just had a date and he's hitting on other girls.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I
Right
could see that.
after.
I'm still on the fence. Is that weird?
I would say that's weird. Like, he said he was going home. He lied. Obviously, he's not that into me. And I'm just not into that.
Okay, well, he said that he was into you.
Well, it seems otherwise.
Okay, well, maybe you want to ask him because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yep. Mike, are you there or have you called another radio show already?
No, come on, guys. Yeah, I'm here. Hi, Deanna.
Hi, Mike.
Look, there's a completely reasonable explanation to all of this.
Okay.
I came with a jacket, and when we walked out of the bar, I left it in there. So I went back in to get my jacket.
Okay.
So you're saying you forgot your jacket and then you accidentally started flirting with other women?
No, I'm saying that I don't get to, like, have a lot of nights where I get to, like, socialize. I don't go out a lot. And so when I went back in to get the jacket, I went back to the table that we had been hanging out with, and I just, like, stayed and I hung out with them, and I had a good time. I wasn't hitting on other girls.
Oh.
Really? So why would this girl tell me that you were?
I have absolutely no idea. I wasn't even talking to her. I was talking to, like, the other guys at the table more than her. She has no reason to send you that. Like, that's way out of line.
So you're just telling me that she just made it up? That she just decided to tell me, just make up that you were flirting with other women? Why? What would she do that for? Why would she tell me that?
Look, yes, were there other women at the bar that I spoke to? Yeah. Was I hitting on them? No, like, not at all.
I hear you. It just seems different than what I heard, and it just felt really crappy, you know? Like, I had a good time with you.
Okay, if you're asking me if I am banging anyone that we met,
Wait, that's the word that you jumped to?
Mike.
I think she said flirting.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You went from 0 to 100.
well, I just thought, like, let's put all our cards on the table, you know?
Yeah, put it out there,
Wow,
Mike.
you did. You put him all out there.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, Mike, I didn't say you were banging other people.
I mean, I just got, it's like, I feel like I'm being accused here.
Yeah, but she said flirting, Mike.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Well, call a spade a spade. Like, I know, I don't know. I had a good time.
This is such an intense conversation after a first date.
Yeah.
Like, Mike sounds like a sketch ball, and
I don't know about a sketch ball. Like, that's a little bit harsh.
no, I agree, but like both of you sound a little crazy on the phone right now to me.
It's not my fault. I was brought into this on the radio.
Yeah.
I was happy to just leave it alone, you know?
That's true. I'll give you that.
Look, Deanna, I like you. I had a good time, and I obviously wouldn't be calling this radio station to get in touch with you if I was banging somebody else. From that bar.
Mike,
So
stop it.
aggressive.
We get it. We get it, Mike.
Uh-huh.
Deanna, would you like to go on a second date with Mike? We will pay for it. Assure you he's not banging anybody else at that bar.
Please, Deanna, please go out with me again. Like, I swear on my life, on my brother's life, on my mother's life, on my grandmother's life, that I was only going back into that bar to get my jacket.
Wow. You hear that,
Wow.
Deanna? People will die if Mike's lying. So would you go out with him one more time?
I mean, I don't want to hurt his mom. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yay.
So that's a yes. So you'll go on a second date with Mike.
Sure. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Sure, yes.
Oh, Deanna, that's amazing.
Okay.
Thank you. I promise you will not regret it. We'll have a great, great time.
Okay. But keep the banging talk to a minimum.
Awesome.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text in at 78592 says that guy is totally lying. He definitely went back to that bar to hit on other women.
Yes, he was.
If you missed today's second date update, that was taped while Brooke was still here. Jackie is filling in while she's out on maternity leave. Mike wanted to call a girl named Deanna who wasn't calling back after their date. Apparently, while they were out on their first date, they kind of played a game where they would look at people and guess what they did for a living and
Sounds fun,
stuff.
though. I kind of like that whole thing.
And then they'd go up and talk to those people and find out if they were right. Well, after they left each other for the evening, apparently they made friends with some people, and one of the girls texted her and was like, hey, that guy's back here again, and he's totally hitting on everybody. So she didn't want to call him back because he figured that he was just a player, and he went back to the same bar they were just hanging out at to hit on people. And he swore that he forgot his coat there, and he just ended up, like, hanging out, and he doesn't know a lot of people and have a lot of friends, so he was just having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
And she bought it and
It worked.
agreed to go out with him again.
Okay.
So.
She had someone that was almost a stranger, another female that went out of her way to say, girl, he's a
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
And
Try to look
she,
out.
I mean, and normally girls, that's the kind of girl you want to be friends with.
But you
Buy
know,
this.
Jackie, girls are haters like that. Like if I went back to a bar and I was just like randomly having conversations with like 5 other women that night, somebody's gonna be like, he's hitting on girls. That's just how it works. When all I was doing was just trying to hang out with my friends, my new friends that I met because I forgot my jacket.
Yeah, no.
Totally innocent.
No.
Anyway, they
I'm
agreed
not buying it.
to go out again. If you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. It is Friday, so Young Jeffrey's Song of the Week, just a few minutes away at 8:10.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy on the phone in today's second date update says he met the girl that he wants us to call at the vet's office. They're both there taking care of some business with their doggies, and that's how they met. Apparently, he walked over to her and introduced himself just like dogs do to each other.
No, he didn't.
And then he sniffed her, and then she sniffed him in the right place, and since sparks flew at that point. Hey, Jesse, what's up? How are you?
Good. How's it going?
Good. Is that how you met Erin, the girl that you want us to call today?
Something like that.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't sniff her behind, but
No, that's what I was picturing. I picture you walk up and, hey, my name's Jesse. You want to go out sometime? Yeah.
I think it would be a happier world if we could do that.
Tell us a little bit about the girl that you want us to call today. What's her name? Her name is Erin, right?
Erin, yeah. I was taking Rocky, my dog Rocky, to the vet, and she sat down next to me, and the dogs started the conversation first with themselves, and then we went into it. And
I think that takes a lot of confidence to ask a person out in a setting like that. Did you use any lines on her? Or?
It's funny just because I didn't. And that was what was cool about it, was because we just had a genuine connection. It was really, really nice to have a good chat with someone that wasn't a lot of pressure, And so when it was they called me in to take my dog in, and I just asked her if she wanted to go, like a doggy date. I kind of wanted to. That was maybe the extent of using a line.
Doggy play date?
Yeah, like a doggy play date, yeah. So I thought that would be cool to break the ice even further. So
I think that's a great idea. If I had a pet or a kid, I would use them to get dates too.
That's one of the things that they're for, right? I mean, some guys only have dogs and kids so that girls will talk to them. I actually borrow dogs from my friends just so people will talk to me when I'm out. So you guys agreed to go out on a doggy play date. Where did you go?
We chatted back and forth, text message or whatever, and I found a cafe that lets you take dogs in. Mm-hmm. So we met there, and again, we got along great. We had a really good chat. Took the dogs to a nice little park.
More importantly, how did the dogs get along? Because I know with you dog people, that's the most important thing. If your dog approves, then you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's just like the parents. If they approve, yes, great, move forward. The dogs love each other. They whatever they talk about in their little doggy language, but the whole sniffing and the grooming and nibbling and all that. So they seem to get along just fine.
So your doggies got along, and you guys got along too. How did the date end?
Well, that's the whole crux of the matter is that I walked her to her car and chatted there for a minute, and I thought it was appropriate timing. I went in to give her a kiss, and she kind of backed away a little bit and was like, "Oh, I gotta go," and she was sort of quick about it. And as she was going to her car, I just said, "Can I call you again?" And she said, "Sure," and got in and took off. So I don't know. I felt up to that point we had a really good connection, and I don't know if that was just the dogs or not.
Was it awkward when she shut down your kiss?
At that point, it was really, it felt really weird. I felt like, oh, damn, did I go in too soon? I know it was a first date, but
Did you address the fact that it was weird? Did you go, hey, sorry about that? Thought it'd be okay to kiss you.
Well, I didn't want to make too big of a deal about it, so I just said I thought maybe that was okay, but maybe it's too soon or whatever. And she was like, "No, I have to go."
And was she aware the whole time that you thought this was a romantic date, and really, honestly, not just dogs get together? Because I know that I like to take my dog out and get it a lot of exercise and energy, and it's always nice to find someone to be able to do that with.
I mean, there was an energy there that I maybe I misinterpreted it, but there was an energy there that I felt was
I would say
allowed me to do the go ahead and
Yeah.
with the kiss.
I would say that if you went in for the kiss and she shut you down, maybe you were misinterpreting something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But she did tell you to call her. She did tell you to call her, and did you?
Well, yeah, and I've called her I think once and sent her a couple text messages, and I just haven't heard back. And I love listening to you guys, and I thought maybe this would be a cool way to figure it out. I don't know, just get a little help because I don't want to be I don't want to be a stalker or anything. So I don't know.
Has she replied to you at all?
No.
Nothing. You haven't heard a word from her.
No. Yeah, and and like I said, I don't want to keep on, but I don't want to miss a good opportunity either because she was really cool. Like she was just really nice and smart and
And there's only so many women that come into the vet's office.
yes, well, exactly. There's only so many women that are nice and have their dogs at the vet. Yeah, what can you do? The next time they're all going to be 80, and then I'm going to be alone.
Yeah, dude, some 80-year-olds have some cash.
Yeah.
Don't shut that one out, all right? Said it for years. That's what I would love to find.
That is true.
We'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Right on.
Okay, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Jesse,
Yes.
before we make the phone call for your second date update, I do have a question for you. Now, the girl that you want us to call today, her name is Erin. You guys met at the vet's office, your dogs bonded, and you went out on a little doggy date to a doggy cafe. You said at the end of the night she shut you down when you went to try to kiss her.
Yes.
During your date, are you one of those people that makes out with your dog a lot?
Ooh.
What do you mean makes out with your dog?
You know what I mean. There's people that sit there and they kiss their dog on the mouth nonstop. Do you do that with your dog?
I try not to,
Okay.
at least in front of people. There might have been a couple times where he jumped up and gave a little lick here and there, but
Okay.
I try to keep that.
But you know what I'm talking about, right, Jesse? There are some people that they just go to town with their dog and they just lick each other.
Yeah, I've seen people with the food in the mouth. It just disgusts. That part I'm not really.
And I asked the question because we've done a second date update before with a guy who met like a girl's dog and he wouldn't stop hanging out. And the girl was actually jealous of how much attention he was giving the dog. I just thought maybe that could be the reason she shut you down for a kiss.
Yeah, I tried to keep it balanced. I did my best to keep it balanced.
So you only make out with your dog in private. Got it. All right. Well,
I only make out with my dog in private with peanut butter and.
Okay, we didn't need to go
nice.
into too
All
many
right.
details, Jesse.
all right. I'm going to dial her phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone,
Oh my
okay?
gosh.
Hello.
Hi, is Erin there?
Yeah, this is her.
Erin, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh,
How you doing?
Hey.
I'm good. I'm sorry. What's going on?
You recently went out on a date with a listener of our show, and he wanted us to call you.
What? Who?
His name is Jesse, and now you're not calling him back.
Yeah. So?
So Jesse emailed us and said that he wants to get a hold of you because he'd love to see you again, but he's wondering if he did something wrong when you guys went out.
Okay, this is really weird. Just, we weren't the right fit.
You weren't the right fit. He told us a little bit about your date, and he said that you guys, your dogs bonded and stuff. He also told us how he tried to kiss you at the end of it, and you said no, right to his face.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work out.
Is there anything that you could tell me about the date that I could at least relay to him and say, hey, maybe don't do this next time you're out with a girl?
I just don't think he's going to last through my rules.
Through your rules?
Yeah, I have a rule that you have to go 10 dates just hanging out. No physical activity, just really getting to know each other before that stuff.
Wait, you're saying you need to go on 10 days before you kiss someone?
Yeah, I think it's important to get to know each other.
Okay, and did you tell him this while you were on your date?
I think people get weirded out, so I usually don't tell them till the second or third date. But
Okay.
he was so eager, like already kissing me on the first date.
Yeah, what a jerk. So you're so him wanting to kiss you on the first date just turned you off. Why couldn't you just tell him, hey, sorry, I don't do that on the first date. I don't do that until the 11th date.
I mean, for me, it's more of a energy thing.
It's more of an energy thing.
He's not going to last 10 dates if he can't even hold himself together the first date.
Do you go on a lot of dates, Erin?
Yeah, I have my practice in dating.
Okay, and when you go out on dates with other dudes, do they try to kiss you right away and then you never call them again?
See, most guys, they keep their distance. We're still filling each other out, getting to know each other on like an intellectual level.
Okay.
And then with Jesse, it was like all of a sudden I'm getting ready to get in my car and his lips are in my face.
A vibe's the only thing you want to put out.
That's right. Aaron, everybody has their rules, right?
Exactly. I have my standards. I'm a lady, and I deserve some respect, and we can get to know each other, and then we can get physical.
Okay. Cool. Well, you have your rules. Like, I won't go out on a second date with someone who doesn't eat seafood. That's my rule, right?
Okay.
So you have the kissing rule. You don't go out with someone that tries to kiss you within 10 dates or someone that you feel like can't hold off for 10 dates.
Exactly.
I appreciate you being honest with us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And I also need to tell you that Jesse is actually on the phone listening.
Yeah. Hi there, Aaron. How's it going?
Oh, my God.
I'm on your side, Aaron. I think Jesse is just out of control.
Wow.
Slow down. I'm kind of a little surprised. Like, I'm not even sure what to think. I mean, this is the first I've heard of a 10-date rule of no contact. But I kind of thought we had a better connection than not telling me something like that.
Look, I know you're tight, and I know you're not going to last 10 dates.
What do you mean by type? I didn't try to, do what we were witnessing happening in that dog park. I mean, like, I kept it pretty clean. A kiss is just is not,
yeah, but
animal action.
Look, I have my standards, and everybody has things that they like and dislike. That's the way it is.
Hey, Aaron, let me ask Jesse one question before you go, okay? Jesse, can you wait 10 dates to make a move on Aaron? Do you think you could wait?
I mean, yeah, I think so. I guess stranger things have happened. I mean, in all honesty, like, it seems a little excessive, but I hear that she has things that she, believes that make a good relationship.
Okay.
And so if, I understand that. I do think it's something that I've never heard of.
The thing is, you tried to kiss me after 40 minutes. How am I supposed to believe that you would be able to last 10 dates?
Okay, I mean, that's okay. The fact is, I didn't know about your rules. I didn't know you didn't express your things, and so if I had known, maybe I wouldn't have done that, or I would have said, "Hey, this isn't for me," or whatever. But I didn't have that option because you didn't tell me.
It's a good point.
Yep.
Aaron.
I really don't think that he'd be able to control himself.
Wow.
I just don't know. I don't know.
Look, we'll hit your rules, at the beginning and see if they mesh, and then we'll go from there. I like you. I think you're a cool gal.
Aaron, would you go out with him again? Give him one more shot. I will pay for a second date. He promises he won't make a move for another 9 dates now that you've had one.
That's like 2 months.
You can do it.
And maybe you
I
guys...
don't know. I think we need to start over.
Okay, so
one.
start over at 0 and then go out on a date and then see if he can make it 10 dates without making a move on you. Would you be willing to go out with Jesse again?
I don't know if I can do the 10. But
Aaron, you can do it.
He's such a reasonable, nice guy.
just listen
I
to
mean,
him.
I really think
Thank you,
a
Brooke.
lot of men
Thank
would
you.
just, write you off immediately for expecting that.
Let's try it out. We can start at 1.
One more shot.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Aaron, is there any kind of, can we bargain on this? Can I get you to reduce it to 8 dates before our first kiss?
Come on. This isn't litigation.
I reduced it to 1.
Okay. All right. I don't want to push it. I don't want to ruin Jesse's chances.
We've already
Congratulations,
I know,
Jesse.
right?
You got a second date. Aaron, I think that you will be happy with Jesse going out with him again. I hope that he can prove to you that he will not make a move on you for 10 dates, okay?
Yeah, we'll see.
And if he does, I'm going to send you out on that date with some pepper spray. You just spray him right in the eyes if he tries to get a kiss.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Learned a lot from the guy who was on the phone today and wants to do a second date update. I think one of the lessons that we'll learn from him is there's a function on your phone when you're looking at pictures. And that function is the delete button. Sometimes it's good to delete a few pics from your phone before you show them to somebody else. Am I right, Eddie?
You are right.
Oh, man.
I'll let Eddie tell us what happened in just a second. But first of all, tell us a little bit about the girl that you want to call today.
Her name is Lynn.
Lynn. All right. And how did you meet Lynn?
I met her on an online site on JDate.
Oh, you met her on JDate. All right, cool.
I mean, her profile drew me in. She was amazing. Super beautiful.
Tell us about what you guys did for your date.
We went out to a bar and just had drinks just to get to know each other.
Pretty casual.
Very casual, yeah.
All right. And we'll forget about all that. Tell us why I started this off by saying there's a delete button on your phone for pictures.
Yes, please.
I think that's probably the most important part of your date.
Okay. Because it's so embarrassing. Okay, we were talking. We were talking, telling stories, just having a good time getting to know each other. And I was telling her the story about a fishing trip that I went on. It was the first time I'd ever gone fishing, and I caught a fish, which I thought was kind of amazing because I didn't expect to. And so I had a picture. And so I'm literally telling a fish story, right?
Right.
And so I was like, I have to show her the picture. So I get out my phone, and I start scrolling through the pictures.
Oh, no, Eddie.
Oh, no.
And a photo comes up of a self-portrait.
So you had a junk pic right there on your phone, and you accidentally swiped onto it. How did you act?
No.
How did you act when you first? Did you try to make an excuse for it?
I didn't even acknowledge it. I just kept going and smiling like nothing had happened.
And and this picture is of you. I'm assuming.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that would
That'd be a whole other story.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's somebody else. Don't worry about
Don't
it.
worry.
Not that she would know. My face wasn't in it, but yeah.
Did she say anything?
Yeah. Did she react to that?
I mean, I was holding it like a foot from our faces, right? So
Yeah.
she saw it. I mean, there's no question, but she just was like, uh-huh.
Was it just that weird, like hot kind of feeling that you get where it's just like, oh my God, she saw that?
It felt terrible because I was like, I didn't want her to think that I had like done that on purpose, like that I was trying to be a total creep.
Yeah.
If she had laughed and we could have joked about it, but since she was quiet and I was quiet and we just both pretended, it made it worse.
So it was like on an elevator when somebody passes gas and you both know that it's happened,
Oh, yeah.
but neither one of you wants to say anything about it happening. Both of you guys know that this picture was seen. It's just neither one of you addressed it.
But passing gas doesn't make you a perv, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
Can I ask, why do you have it on your phone?
I mean, everybody takes one just to look at, but you just delete it, right?
I know why you have it on your phone. It's because it's flattering, isn't it?
I'm not ashamed of myself.
There you go. You worked really hard to get the right lighting and the right angle.
Yes, the
All right.
complimentary, yeah.
So back to the reactions though. You guys didn't
So then
mention
we
it.
just keep going, and it's like nothing happened. I'm just, okay, and I'm like swallowing hard. I could see that she was kind of embarrassed, you know? I mean, obviously. It was but then I was like, to bring it up later. It just felt so creepy and horrible.
So
and I was just
did you
so
ever
bummed.
bring it up at all?
No.
Okay. And did the rest of the date seem to go okay after that?
Yeah, the rest of the date seemed to go okay. I mean, we just kept talking and joking. We talked about the story, and I showed her, got to the fish photo. And
was she impressed by that?
She thought it was a big fish.
Okay.
Did she have a hard time the rest of the date making eye contact with you?
Yeah, she was a sport. I mean, she was good about it. But, like, I knew that it had changed when, at the end of the date, I took her to her place, and I dropped her off, and I walked her to her door, and we kissed.
Oh, that's nice.
And the kiss was totally cold. It was not totally cold, but it was like a peck, you know?
It wasn't what you were expecting.
No, it was like, see ya, you know.
And that's the last thing that you heard from her?
She did respond to my text, but even the texts were short, and it wasn't, like, flirty at all, and it just seems like she's gone, okay, this guy's a creep.
You should just send her that picture and go, hey, did you see this on my phone? Is that why you're being cold to me? Is that why you're not responding?
Just completely double down on it.
Yeah, why not? All right, so you haven't heard anything from her. You obviously haven't made plans to go out on a second date. And
No. I would just love to be able to just laugh about it and maybe start over. You know?
So you do want to address it then when we talk to her?
Well, yeah, we have to. I mean, because I want to see her again, so we have to address it.
Okay.
So put it out there, see if that is, in fact, the reason that she's not calling you back. And if it
just
is...
to know that I didn't, like, do it on purpose. That's the real thing that I was worried about. Because, I mean, everybody can relate to, like, that people do that. It's just part of the world we live in. But, like, I just didn't want to be like, I'm a creep who wants you to look at my stuff, you know?
Like, oopsies. Sorry about that. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Thank you.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know, the more that I think about it, the more that I think the guy on the phone for a second date update today, Eddie, is a liar. I think Eddie Eddie, I think you lied to us.
You think I lied?
Yes, I think you're lying to me.
About what?
Well, you said that you went out on your date with the girl you want us to call today, and during the date there was an awkward moment when you were scrolling through pictures on your phone trying to find a fishing pic and accidentally scrolled by a junk pic of yourself.
Yeah, that's all true.
Now, you say that you didn't do that on purpose, but I have a feeling that you did do that on purpose.
It was strategically placed in his gallery.
No, I told you that I did not. I felt terrible.
Yeah, right, Eddie. See,
No.
I think if you're going to do that next time, don't use your phone. Show her in person. Just like, be like, oh, hey, look at the salt shaker on the table. Oh, what's that right next to it? How'd that get there?
Whoopsies.
Sorry about that.
You're a pervert.
That's true.
Yeah, I know.
Very true.
I'm not arguing with you on that one, Eddie. So Eddie wants us to call this girl named Lynn today. That's what happened on their date. He thinks that's the reason she's not calling him back, because there was an awkward moment when he was scrolling through the pics, went over a junk pic, and they didn't really make any reference to it, but she got kind of awkward after that. So we're going to get her on the phone and find out if that is, in fact, the reason. And if that is the reason, hopefully we can patch things up with you two and get you guys to go out again. Are you ready to call her?
Yep.
All right, man. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Lynn, please?
This is she.
Hey, Lynn, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm good. How can I help you?
I'm calling you today because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and he hasn't really heard back from you and wants to know why, so he emailed us and asked us to give you a call.
Okay.
His name is Eddie.
Oh, God.
You obviously remember going out with Eddie then.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that one.
We talked to Eddie about your date. He did tell us that there was an awkward moment where you might have saw something on his phone, and he thinks that's why you're not calling him back. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Was that a little weird for you, and is that the reason that you don't want to go out with him again?
It was weird. Like, I definitely ordered another drink. It probably would have been better if he had said something.
Right. It's weird to not address it.
And made reference to it, at least?
Yeah. But, I mean, everybody has some pictures, right? It's not a deal breaker.
Okay, then so do you want to see him again?
You know, he seemed like a nice guy, but it just got a little weird.
What got weird about it? I mean, okay, so for me, I would think seeing a picture of his manhood on his phone would be the weird part.
I mean, it seems like he has kind of a weird relationship with his father.
With his father?
Are you like Lynn, are you like a psychologist or something? I mean, how do you draw this?
No, and I don't mean to judge, and, you know, I'm all about, like, having a good, you know, relationship with family's important and everything, but, like, every story he told, he managed to say something about his dad in it.
Like how he looks up to his dad, or how his dad happened to be there when he was fishing and when he went...
like the fishing trip was with his dad. They live on the same block. Like, just everything he was talking about, he managed to say something about his dad.
So he's too close with his father, you think?
I mean, he said that his dad is single and that they go try to pick up girls together.
He said that he's on a date with you and he's talking about going to pick up girls with his dad?
Yeah. It was just weird. It just struck me the wrong way. And then when he's, like, looking through the pictures on his phone, there was this one picture of his dad shirtless, like, flexing to the camera, and he's talking about how his dad has, like, an amazing body and he's so fit for his age.
He's got a picture of his dad shirtless flexing on his phone.
I mean, he talked about his dad the whole night. He kept talking about how his dad was hella cool. My dad's hella cool.
How old is Eddie? Is he 14?
Yeah.
His dad's awesome.
It seemed like we were the same age, and I wasn't talking about how my parents were hella cool.
All right. My dad's hella cool. He lets me stay up till like 12:30. I can play all kinds of video games.
I mean, I'm glad that, you know, they're friends or whatever, but...
Yeah.
You just feel like he's a little too obsessed with his father.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
All right. Well, Lynn, thank you very much for sharing your story with us. I appreciate it. I'll let Eddie know what you said. Actually, you know what? Why don't you tell Eddie yourself because he's listening?
Seriously?
You guys make me sound like some total freak.
I don't. I just listened to Lynn tell us about your date.
That was so not what it was like. There was pictures of my friends on those photos.
I just heard a lot about your dad. It just struck me. What can I say?
But you make it sound like that was all I talked about.
Nobody has a shirtless photo of their dad on their phone. I'm sorry, that's weird.
It's not weird. We work out at the same gym, and you take a picture of
Of course you do.
making progress. I mean, my dad is like my friend. He's not like a normal dad, and like a lot of people's dads. Like my dad plays Call of Duty. He goes out and gets hammered with me and my friends. Like he's just like totally. I mean, he's got better style, like fashion style, than like most dudes.
It's not cool that your dad acts like an 18-year-old.
People think we're like brothers. I mean, if they see us out together.
I got that impression. You told me all about him already.
If you met him, you would know, like, what I'm talking about. Like, you would think he was so cool.
Okay, I'm glad that you guys are so close, but...
Well, you talked about your best friend and your friends who are, like, you're super tight with.
Okay,
I mean, I talked about
I was talking about my friends, like a group of friends, but none of them, like, my best friend is not my father in his 60s. So I'm his best friend.
Well, he's
who I'm
barely in his
convinced is, like, the
60s,
best human ever.
Well, he is the best human ever. I mean, and the other thing is, like, he's single and I'm single. We have a lot in common, like, in our lifestyles, like, the way what we want in a life and stuff. So
What?
It's true.
All right, hey, man, I'm not hating on you, Eddie. If that's your buddy, that's your buddy. I mean, can you see how it would be kind of weird, though, if you had a picture of, like, if Lynn pulled up her phone and it was a picture of her dad topless?
Don't most people have pictures of their parents on their phone?
Not shirtless.
Yeah, maybe not shirtless ones.
No.
It's just not as weird as you make it sound. I mean, that wasn't like I talked about him all the time, but, like, he is a special. I mean, he's as cool as a dad can be.
I think you should give Eddie a break, Lynn. He's close with his family. He seems like a normal dude. Your dad's not going to have to go out on dates with you guys, right?
But if you want, I mean, I don't know. Is your mom single?
Trying to hook his dad up now.
Okay, Eddie,
Double
I'm trying
date.
to help
Hey.
you.
This is not normal.
Lynn, would you be interested in going out on a second date with Eddie? I will pay for a second date for you guys.
You know, I just don't think it's a good match.
Come on. You gotta be kidding me.
Like, it's one thing to, like, be weirdly close, but then to not even realize that you're weirdly close, it's like a whole nother level.
It's not weirdly close. It's just unlucky
really
to have
is.
such a
It
cool
really
dad.
is.
All right. Well, Lynn, thank you for your time, Eddie. I'm sorry that you did not get your second date.
My dad is going to think this is so awesome when he hears about this.
Yeah, your dad got some radio airtime today. Tell him that, Eddie. He'll be happy to know. I do have a question for you, though.
Yes.
Because earlier in this whole thing, we thought the problem was that there was a junk pic on your phone that you showed her on accident.
Right.
Is that yours or is that your dad's? I just need to know that.
Brooke and Jubal.
I'm not an expert, but I always feel like if you're out on a first date and you don't make it to the intended place you were planning on going to, that probably wasn't a good date. Like if it ends before you actually got to where you wanted to have the date, probably not good.
What if it ends at your house, in your room, your bedroom before?
Like I said, I'm not an expert. That could be a good thing.
Yeah.
Rich is on the phone with us right now. His date actually halfway happened. He never made it exactly where he wanted to go. He went out with a girl named Danielle. They were supposed to go to a Sounders game, apparently. But Rich's email says that they didn't make it that far. What's up, Rich? How are you?
Hey, Jubal.
So tell us about your date. Why didn't you make it to the Sounders game?
I mean, that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out, actually.
Okay, Rich, start from the beginning. Where did you meet her?
Okay, well, I met this girl, Danielle, through friends on Facebook, actually.
Okay.
And, like, right away, like, the first time I saw her, I was like, she's super, super cute. And she seemed like, a really cool person from, just from her profile.
Right, some hilarious status updates. You were like, oh, my gosh, great sense of humor.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Okay.
And, of course, like, when my buddy's like, oh, dude, she has a boyfriend, her status was, like, in a relationship. She had a boyfriend, and so I kind of just didn't really think about it. And then all of a sudden I see that, her status changed and she's single. So like, this is my chance.
So you stalked her
Yeah.
profile. You stalked her profile for months, waiting until she broke up with her boyfriend. And you're like, now I can pounce.
Oh, man.
Good work.
I mean, not exactly.
Well, a Sounders game is a good first date, though.
Yeah, I mean, I got really good seats, and like one of the things that I really liked about her is that she's a Sounders fan, and I thought that would be a really great first date, and you know, she seemed really excited about it.
All right, but your email said that you didn't even make it to the game. So what happened?
Well, I suggested that we just do like a little pre-gaming over at my house,
Right.
you know, just to kind of break the ice, I guess, have a couple beers before the game or whatever. And so we're drinking some beers, just kind of like hang out, and there was like a little bit of a lull, and so I don't know if this was kind of a stupid move or whatever, but I suggested that we play Battleship.
Okay.
Okay.
And so she was up for it, and so I mean, I kind of was, you know, like letting her win, and you know, just trying to be a good guy.
Letting her win at Battleship, a game where
Yeah.
you guess numbers.
Yeah, because if I lost, I would never go out on a second date with that guy.
Sliding her
Totally
diagram.
let her win at that game of luck, basically.
I was being nice.
So yeah, we got to talking about our childhood and what our favorite games were growing up. You know, she was a big fan of Clue, and my favorite game growing up was Chutes and Ladders.
This is all.
How drunk? Okay, were you guys really drunk?
We weren't really drunk, but we're definitely getting our buzz on.
All right,
for
because
sure.
it sounds like a drunken conversation where you start getting all heated about board games.
So when did the date end?
I mean, it was almost time to go, and she gets a call from somebody, I guess her friend, and she's like, I have to go, it's an emergency.
So are you not believing that it was an actual emergency? You think it was like a setup from her friend to rescue her from the date?
We were having a really good time, and we were hitting it off, and I wouldn't expect it to be like a fake emergency, you know?
Yeah.
But after that, I tried to see if everything was okay. I tried to see what was going on, and called her a couple times, and it's been 10 days, and I just haven't heard from her at all.
From the sound of everything, it sounds like maybe she did have an emergency.
But
Unless
why-
you're forgetting something. Are you forgetting something, Rich?
What's that?
Are you forgetting anything about the evening? Like when you guys were arguing about board games or something? Did you, like, I don't know, did you call her a I don't know. Who knows?
You,
Like,
you sunk my battleship!
well, you know what I mean? Like, because you call up the second time and they're like, they left a very important detail out like that. It's like, yeah, the guy called me a and I left. You didn't do anything like that. You can't think of anything.
No, I really can't. I mean, we were pretty buzzed, but I don't think I left anything out. I just don't get it.
Okay.
I do think it's weird. Like, if I had an emergency on a date and it was real, I would call the guy back later and say, hey, sorry about that. Let's reschedule.
Did you go to the Sounders game by yourself?
Oh,
Still?
sad.
No, I didn't even go, man. Like,
Oh, man.
I didn't have anybody to go with, and I was kind of worried, too. Like, if it was a real emergency, I would have
Yeah.
felt bad, like, posting pictures of me having a blast while she was,
No.
like, I don't know, at the hospital or something. Like,
Should have gone by yourself and just posted sad selfies, sitting in it next to an empty seat, and then tagged her in it just to let her know how sad you were she didn't make it to the game.
I wish I would have thought of that.
Yeah, see? Full of great ideas. All right, man. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, man. Hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Rich wants us to call Danielle. They were supposed to go to a Sounders game together. They partied a little while at his house beforehand. In the middle of that, she got a phone call saying that there was an emergency. She had to leave. She hasn't called Rich since. Rich has tried to get a hold of her and has heard nothing.
Has something like this ever happened to you before on a date, Rich?
No, it hasn't.
Would you describe yourself as a likable guy?
I would say so. I mean, I got a good amount of friends. I feel like I'm a good guy, at least, you know.
Okay. It's always a good question to ask somebody.
I got some people to hang
You
out
don't hear
with.
many people go like, no, actually, not likable at all.
I'm a terrible
Actually,
person.
Yeah.
you may say that about yourself,
True. I am a
Jubal.
horrible bore.
Yeah.
You don't want to hang out with me at all. All right, Rich. We're about to call Danielle, see if we can get her on the phone, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Danielle, please?
Yeah, this is Danielle.
Hi, Danielle. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
Nice to meet you, Danielle.
Why are you calling me?
You actually recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and they emailed us because you aren't calling them back, and they desperately want to see you again.
Okay. Well,
I'm dating a lot of people right now, so.
You're dating a lot of people.
Good for
Okay,
you.
so if I throw a name out there, you might know who this person is.
I mean, yeah, probably.
His name is Rich, and you guys are supposed to go to a Sounders game together.
Yeah, no, look, I told him I had an emergency.
Right. He told us all of that. But, the speculation comes around to, did you actually have an emergency or were you bailing on the date? I say that you're bailing, that you didn't like Rich and you wanted to leave.
After hearing her tone of voice, I agree.
Am I right, Danielle?
I don't. Look, if you talk to him again, just tell him it's an emergency and it's an ongoing emergency.
So you. All right.
You can't live in a constant state of emergency, Danielle. It's just not possible.
You have an eternal emergency going on that won't let you contact Rich. I hope I'm not reading into that when I think that you didn't like Rich very much.
Look, if I tell you, you have to promise that this won't get back to him, okay?
Sure.
Because I really don't want to hurt his feelings. It's just, I was in, what?
I mean, just think about it. If Rich is the person who wanted us to call you, so he's willing to hear whatever it is you have to say. But we won't tell him if it's too embarrassing.
Yeah, I really don't want to hurt his feelings.
Neither do I. I like the guy when I talk to him. He seemed nice. I would hate to hurt his feelings.
Oh, my gosh. What is it, Danielle?
Well, I mean, I just got out of a long-term relationship. I'm back on the dating scene. And like I said, I'm dating a lot, because I'm single again. And because I'm trying to be open, I gave Rich a shot. And we were at his place, like playing board games. And he's just kind of dull, he's just not very interesting. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, wow, we're playing board games, and then I'm going to have to go to this 3-hour game and listen to him.
So you thought he was boring?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. That's the truth of it. Sometimes you click with people, and sometimes you don't.
But Danielle, how long were you guys hanging out at the house before you decided that this guy was a total drag?
Like an hour, but
how can you analyze someone in just an hour?
Oh, I think you can.
Yeah, a couple minutes.
If you're not having a good time.
Okay, but don't commit to a 3-hour Sounders game then.
I know. I mean, I love the Sounders, and I thought it would be fun, but that's 3 more hours with this guy, and then it's going to get super awkward afterwards if he tries to, kiss me,
Yeah. You're like, I don't want a boring kiss. Thank you very much.
Oh, come on.
I just can't believe you lied to me.
What?
Just lied to me, straight up, just faked an emergency call, unreal.
Danielle, that's Rich.
About that.
He was actually on the other line listening.
Okay, this is not fair. You said you weren't going to tell him anything.
Technically, I didn't. You did. So I wasn't lying when I told you that. I'm sorry. But I think Rich needs to know what you think of him if he wants to go out with you so badly. Maybe now he'll leave you alone.
Oh.
I'll definitely leave you alone. I mean, I didn't think I was wasting my time with a liar. Somebody who would just only give me an hour to totally impress you and wow you. I'm glad this happened actually because it's just that's a move. I'm sorry.
Good for you, Rich.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm really sorry. I didn't want to hurt your feelings. I'm not a liar. I didn't want to hurt your feelings and tell you.
The idea, that you couldn't just, be straight up with somebody and just leave me, hanging, too.
I wasn't trying to, leave you hanging. I was trying to be nice. I wasn't interested in you. I didn't want the rest of the night to be awkward, and then that's going to lead you on more. So I figured get out while I can and made up an excuse so I wouldn't hurt your feelings. That doesn't make me a huge liar. I'm really sorry.
Leave me hanging for almost 2 weeks. I've called you, I've texted you. At no point did you think maybe it would be the grown-up thing to do, tell this guy the truth so he can actually, I just can't believe it.
Okay, well, you know what? If you want the truth, then here's the truth, all right? We played Battleship on our first date, all right? That's not what a girl wants. That's not what any girl wants.
That's not
What are
true.
you talking about?
That is not true.
Brooke, I guess, loves Battleship. That's the way to Brooke's heart. I didn't know that.
Game.
I mean, you didn't even give me a chance. You didn't even give me a chance to go to the game with you and, actually show you who I was, who I am. We didn't have a chance to even go together.
I never said I didn't go to the game.
What?
You went to the game? What?
You went to the game?
Yeah, I wasn't going to tell you that I went to the game, but you're kind of being a right now. So if you really want to know, I was not clicking with you at all. And I got a message from another guy I'd been on a couple dates with.
Oh, no way.
And he happened to have tickets. So, yeah, I took the chance, and I went, and I had a blast that night. And I would never have wanted to tell you that. Keep pushing.
Are you serious, Danielle, or are you just trying to be mean to Rich because you don't like
I'm
him?
not trying to be mean. I don't want to be mean, but he's, I mean, good Lord.
You know what? You, because that's bullshit. Oh, she ended up going to the game. I sat at home worrying about you. Obviously, shouldn't have even wasted any time. You're a man. That's unreal.
Dude, Danielle.
Wow.
Do you have any remorse right now, Danielle, for this or no?
You know, I did. I felt bad the whole time, but now I don't. I really feel like he's being so rude to me. Like, I lied because I was trying to be nice, so I'm sorry.
Wow.
Ultimately, I'm glad, because I don't have time for people like you. I don't have time to be wasting my time on some.
Yeah, Rich, you got games of Battleship to play with tons of other people.
Oh, you guys, this deteriorated
Hey,
quickly.
at this point, I would love to ask you guys if you two would go out on a second date.
Oh, come on, Jubal.
We'll pay for it. Send you another Sounders game or something. Danielle, are you
Absolutely
interested?
not.
No? Okay. Rich, you interested?
Oh, my God.
Hell no.
I thought for sure you guys would have gone out again.
Weird.
Well, there you go, Rich. You got your answer, man. She lied to you.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Sorry, bro.
Hey, next Sounders game, I'll go with you.
Great. That would be amazing, actually.
Yeah, no, I probably got plans, though. Probably got plans. Sorry about that.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
For a second date update today, met the girl that he wants to call at a rock climbing class.
Oh, cool.
Or like a little club, I guess, that they have. I've gone to one of these rock climbing gyms before. It was very bad for me, though, because I got to the top of the little rock wall, and then I turned around and I just started crying because I couldn't get down.
Oh, that's
And
so
then
sad.
They had to call the firefighters to come and rescue me.
Was
it
that
was
your
cool.
flag?
It made the news. I was like the cat stuck in a tree story at the end of the news. That was the feel-good story, but I could never go back to rock climbing after that. It's just
I could see the headline. Watch this little guy get saved at the rock climbing gym.
too traumatic for me.
Yeah.
But Ed, you're a pretty good rock climber, huh?
Yeah, I am a pretty good rock climber.
That's sexy. I'm going to tell you right off the bat that I have a thing for rock climbers.
Well, thank you, Brooke. Thank you.
Yes.
Clearly, the girl that you want to call today doesn't.
Well, I mean, I guess not, you know.
Tell us a little bit about her.
Well, her name's Nicole, and I met her at my rock climbing gym, and she just was really cute, you know.
Is that when you put the chalk that you used for your hands and you smacked her on the butt and left a handprint?
No, well, I didn't think that we were probably at that stage yet.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I'm not allowed back into those rock climbing classes. I had a lot of fun with that.
Just how many handprints can you make?
How'd you guys initially start talking?
Well, you know, I saw her form, and I thought it was pretty good, so I went up and I gave her a compliment. I told her that I thought I liked her strong hands.
Are you serious? That is not the line you used.
Yeah, I was joking, and I told her I was joking, and we laughed about it. It was great.
Okay, that's good. That's a risk. That's a risk there, and I guess
agree.
it worked because you guys actually went out, right?
Well, I mean, kind of not really, you know. We were planning to go out, but it kind of got sidetracked.
What does that mean?
Well, so afterwards I asked her if she wanted to have a drink after class, and she said yeah. So we were going to go out, but, you know, I was kind of smelly after class, and, you know, she had built up a workout too, so, like, we needed to shower, but my place was all on the other side of town, so she said that I could, you know, come over to her place and shower, and so we went over there.
Wow.
That's
So
nice.
She offered for you to go to her place and shower on the first time she met you.
No, not like I'm some weirdo that she's inviting over out of the blue, you know. I'd seen her a few times at this club, and, you know, I just needed to get clean. It wasn't like a sexual thing at all, you know.
Okay.
I was kind of stinky, you know.
I don't know. No matter what, a girl invites me to shower with her, and to me, that's always sexual.
I don't think she said with her. I think just at her house.
Oh, that's what I heard.
I mean, it wasn't with her. We weren't in the shower together.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
So what happened? You went back to her house?
So we go back to her house, and she showers, I shower, and we're getting ready to go out, and she gets a phone call from a friend who's stranded somewhere, like at the airport or something, and she asks if she can go get her.
Did that seem like an excuse to you?
Yeah.
Well, it sounded a lot like an excuse to me. I mean, I'm trying to be cool and everything, but I say, we'll just have your friend call AAA. They can come get her, right? So
you have
AAA? I mean,
well, yeah, she said her friend had a flat tire and that she was close to the airport and needed to run over there to help her out.
Yeah, I like how you're persistent, though. Dude, AAA or something. You don't need to help your friend out right now. Like, there's many services. There's lots of people who can. I'm sure somebody will be driving by and help her out. Let's go on our date right now.
Yeah, but I'm like, it kind of sounded like a line,
right?
But
Okay, so did she go help her friend out then?
Yeah, unfortunately she did. She said that she really had to go and that her friend really needed her help. So, but she did say, can we take a rain check?
Okay.
So I thought, okay, I guess let's do that.
see, I just think that's so weird because if, like, my friend truly called me and had a flat tire, I'd be like, hey, come with me. Then we'll go out after.
But that's weird. Then you're introducing him to friends already.
No, I think she's lying. That's all I'm saying.
So did you get the rain check then?
No, I mean, she's been MIA from the club and no calls.
Wow. Okay, and how many times have you tried to get a hold of her?
4 times.
4 times, and she's not showing up to any of the rock climbing stuff.
Not showing up to any of the classes.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's pretty intense to get someone to change their entire activity schedule to avoid you, is what it sounds like.
Oh well, I don't know. I'm hoping that either she's really sick, I guess, or maybe like something happened at the airport and like they're in trouble or something. I guess.
I hope that while she was changing her friend's tire, she got hit by a car and has been in the hospital, so that she's not calling me back. Not that I did something wrong. Is that what you're saying?
Well, okay, but that sounds a little bit worse than what I actually meant. I mean, I don't want her to get hit by a car or anything. I just don't want it to be my fault.
I'm glad you had to clarify that. That's good.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, man, hang on.
Point 5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Ed?
Yeah.
Well, I know you're on the phone to do a second date update, but I have something that just came up, and I'm not going to be able to do it. A buddy of mine, his bike tire popped.
Oh,
so
bike
I got to
tire.
go help him out, okay?
Oh, you're joking, right?
No, he's real close to his house. He's like 10 blocks away from his house, but I feel like I need to help him out. So let's just take a rain check on this whole second date update thing, okay?
Ha
You can't call AAA?
He's like, ha ha.
All right. And the reason that I'm saying that to Ed is because Ed wants us to call a girl named Nicole today. They met at a rock climbing group. After the rock climbing class one day, they agreed to go out, but they had to shower, so they went back to her place to shower. After they were done getting ready, she said, hey, something just came up. One of my friends has a flat tire or something, and I have to go help them. So we think that's an excuse that she made up to get out of the date because since then she hasn't talked to him. She hasn't even shown up to the rock climbing class, which makes me think that you must have done something really bad, Ed.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it was if I did,
Did you do anything weird in the shower, like make any strange noises
Terrible
or use
singer.
her expensive shampoo without permission? Because that stuff costs a lot.
No, I just took a shower.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll dial her phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone and find out what happened, okay?
Thanks, guys.
Who knows? Maybe she's still by the side of the road helping her friend out with that tire.
It just took him a while to figure out how to change one.
It's been weeks.
It's about 2 weeks now, but here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Nicole there?
Yes, this is Nicole.
Hey, Nicole, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a morning radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay. How can I help you?
Well, I'm calling you today because we recently got an email into our show from somebody who's trying to get a hold of you.
Someone trying to get a hold of me?
Yeah. Apparently, they've tried to call you a bunch, and you're not responding to them. So they asked if maybe we could get you on the phone.
Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little confused.
It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened.
Oh, geez.
So the guy's name is Ed, and you know Ed from your rock climbing group?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I do. I know him.
Well, Ed emailed us because he said that when you guys were supposed to go out, you ended up saying you had to rain check it to help your friend out with a flat tire, but since then you haven't talked to him or even shown up to the rock climbing group.
He's given you a lot of information. What else did he tell you? God.
That's pretty much it. He just told us that you guys met at class and were supposed to go out, and then he thinks you made up an excuse.
I did, but I think he's leaving out a big part of the story.
Really?
He did something weird, didn't he? I know he did something weird at your house.
I definitely classify it as weird, yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
Oh, God, this is so embarrassing.
Is it like...
What did Ed tell you about our date?
He said that you guys were at your rock climbing class, and then after you were supposed to go somewhere, so you went back to your house to shower, and then you got out of the shower and said that your friend had a flat tire that you had to go help her, and then that was it.
Okay, well, there's definitely a part left out of that story. I was in the shower. I took a shower first, and I hear a knock on the door, and he yells through the door, "Hey, do you have another bathroom?" And I'm like, "No, sorry, give me 2 minutes, I'll be right out." So I finish showering quickly, and I come out of the bathroom, and I'm like, "Okay, it's ready now." And he's like, "Great, thanks." So he's showering, and I'm just waiting for him. I get dressed, I get ready, put some makeup on, and I went to the kitchen to get a glass of water, and I'm smelling something weird at the sink. So I investigated, and I put my nose closer to the sink, and I'm smelling urine coming from my sink.
You smelled pee in your sink.
Yeah, like really strong, really strong. No mistaking.
Are you saying that you think he peed in your sink?
Absolutely. I mean, why would he knock on the door asking if I have a bathroom, and then mysteriously my sink smells like pee?
Oh, my God.
You think he had to go so bad that he urinated in your kitchen sink?
I don't think anybody has to go that bad that they have to urinate in someone's sink that has dishes in it.
Oh, and it had dishes in it, too.
He didn't even move him out if he was going to do that?
Did you ask him about this?
No, I mean, he obviously did it, and I'm like gagging. I had to get out of this, so I made up an excuse that a friend needed my help.
Are you sure you didn't have like anything in your sink that could have smelled like urine and you just didn't remember like old food or something?
I'm absolutely sure. Water glasses do not smell like urine.
That is crazy. Why would you do that?
So I guess that's understandable then why you don't want to call him back if you think that he peed in your sink.
It's so disgusting. I mean, really?
But why wouldn't you just tell him? Why do you make up the excuse of rain checking? Like, it'd be embarrassing to him, not to you.
I just wanted to get him the out of my house, and I'm never going to see this guy again, so why did it matter?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately for you, you are going to talk to him again because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you right now.
Nicole, look, I don't know what you thought you smelled, but I did not pee in your sink. There's no way.
Ed, it is unmistakable. There's no one else there.
I mean, do you have a cat? I mean, maybe the cat went in there.
I don't have a cat.
Why would I do that?
I don't know, but 1 + 1 = 2. You asked if I have another bathroom, and then suddenly my sink smells like pee.
Well, you know, Nicole, I don't know what else to say. I mean, like, maybe someone else peed in your sink. Because, I mean, it wasn't me, Nicole.
It's been happening a lot. There's been a rash of people just breaking into places and peeing in sinks.
And then leaving.
Yeah.
So you're trying to tell me that in the 2 minutes that I was in the shower, someone knocked on the door and said, "I have to pee really bad," and you were like, "Hey, why don't you pee in this girl's sink?"
No. I mean, I didn't see anybody. But, I mean, like, you know, maybe like during the day or something, somebody peed in there. I mean...
Ed, come on. You have to stop with the bullshit. Just be a man and fess up. I mean... I don't have a roommate. I don't have a cat. No one pee burgled me. It was you. So just admit it. I mean, come on.
Well, okay, so I went a little, but...
my gosh, Ed! Why wouldn't you go outside? You're a dude, man.
It doesn't matter if it's a little or a lot. Like, any amount of pee in my sink is not okay.
And I ran the hot water after. Look, I mean, I'm really sorry, but it was a lot longer than 2 minutes, you know, Nicole.
There were dishes in my sink.
Look, you know, I don't know if this makes it any better or whatever, but, like, I didn't pee on your water glass. Like, I moved it to the side and then moved it back. But, I mean, I didn't pee on it.
But the sink still smelled like pee, and then you put the dishes back in it, and it's like splashed all over
Well,
them.
I mean, I figured you might notice that the dishes were moved.
That is so gross, Ed. What was going through your head that said sink? Sink is the best option right now.
You had to pee.
Look, I mean, you know, you can sit there and judge, but I mean, like, you don't know what I was going through at the time. Like, I had 2 big bottles of Gatorade on the way over there, and she doesn't have anywhere else to go. I mean, she doesn't have any plants or anything like that. I mean, who doesn't have plants in her house? Come on.
If it were my place, I'd prefer you choose the sink over peeing in my plants, but that's just me.
You are so disgusting. I cannot believe this really happened.
Well, I didn't know what else to do. I mean, there was a lot of pressure going on there.
You couldn't wait 2 minutes. You're a grown man.
It was longer than 2 minutes, Nicole. Look, I'm really sorry. And I'm sorry I didn't tell you that I peed in your sink. And I'm sorry that I peed in your sink. But I really liked you, and I was having a good time. And you did say that you wanted a rain check. So I am hoping that you'll give me a second chance.
Hey, Nicole, would you like to go out with Ed again? We'll pay for a second date.
Yeah.
No way. Not a
Nicole,
chance.
we're going to pay for it.
Yeah, see? Neither one of you have to come out your pockets at all. We'll pay for the date, Nicole.
I don't think that's a big sell, Ed, for a girl.
It's not. It's so disgusting. I can't even look at you.
Come on. I mean, I'm sure if you could, put yourself in that situation, what would you do? I mean, maybe you would go in the sink, too.
You're just gross. There's no way in hell we're going out on a second date, any dates, first date. Mm-mm.
All right. Well, thank you, Nicole. I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
And Ed, I hope you learned a lesson about peeing in people's sinks.
I can't believe that has to be a lesson someone learns.
Have we learned it?
Yeah, I have learned it.
All right,
that's
good.
good.
Yep, no more peeing in people's sinks.
For the record, guys, this is probably the first time this has ever really happened to me.
It's probably the first. You're not even sure if it's the first time.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Actually, really surprised by the reaction from today's second date update. A lot of people texting in at 78592, and their reaction is strange to me. If you didn't hear it, Ed wanted to call this girl named Nicole, who wasn't calling him back. We found out that she wasn't calling him back because they did a little rock climbing, went back to her place to shower before they went out on their date. And while she was in the shower, he had to go to the bathroom and ended up peeing in her sink. And she could smell it when she went to go get a glass of water or something. So she didn't want to go out with him again. But everybody that's texting in at 78592 seems to be on board with this guy. What's the big deal? I figured people were going to rip him, but they're all ripping her for being prissy. Somebody texted in at 78592 said, I pee in my sink all the time and I'm a girl.
That's so weird. Why
It's
would
just
you do
awesome.
that?
Yeah, that's
And
talented.
there was a plumber that texted in that says, well, he should have rinsed out the pee trap. That loop that's under the sink, that's where he went
Yeah.
wrong. Because you have time for that while someone's showering.
Somebody else texted in at 78592 said, what's her deal? There's really not much of a difference between sink and the toilet.
Yeah.
It all goes the same place.
There you
She
go.
needs to chill out. Anyway, they decided not to go on a second date because he peed in her sink and she was disgusted by it. Again, she should probably take him up and go out on the date because apparently it's not a big deal if you pee in somebody else's sink.
Apparently, people are okay with washing their dishes in a toilet because
Yep.
there's not a difference to them.
Not at all. Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.